the 13th May 2006. Got myself caught in some shit. I was out with the boys getting pissed when an invitation was presented to lay down some bets. I was in it, playing this game to win it, fun, simply too quick and I refused to finish. In a couple of minutes, some unknowns I repented off with a large amount that they happily lended. If I wasn't so drunk, I would have known better. Now I'm staring down a 93 operetta. Oh, a lot of shocks, a lot of that cheddar. Each word they spoke, I absorbed and remembered. This is gonna go down 3 ways. We'll see you in 3 days for you to repay the money owed 3 times this way, okay? And best go back your way.
What am I gonna do now? 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 Mess with the hardest monsters, the cold-blooded monsters. They're eating ships and lobster while my life's on the line. Making aggressive statements, pointing their guns in faces in crowded, classy places while my life's on the line. Mess with the hardest monsters, the cold-blooded monsters. They're eating ships and lobster while my life's on the line. Making aggressive statements, pointing their guns in faces in crowded, classy places while my life's on the line. It can't be the end of the line. 24 years old, too young to die. Young TJ, keep on running, I'll get that money, I'll stop them coming. I'm coughing and lungs keep wheezing. Never got raised, but I stop them bleeding. Stay low and find us a hideout. We'll be dead in a 4-car pile-up. 3 days, still no cheddar. My stomach feels sick, but it won't get better. I'm broken, I'm left with a tenner. Don't tell mama, I'll write you a letter. His phone's off and I hope it's safe. 20 years old and forced to be brave. I get a call from Scarface Dave, who always said your brother is dead. What am I gonna do now? 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 Mess with the hardest monsters, the cold-blooded monsters. They're eating ships and lobster while my life's on the line. Making aggressive statements, pointing their guns in faces in crowded, classy places while my life's on the line. Mess with the hardest monsters, the cold-blooded monsters. They're eating ships and lobster while my life's on the line. Making aggressive statements, pointing their guns in faces in crowded, classy places while my life's on the line.
Folks, looks at the end of the line. I pushed my luck one too many times. I just hope somebody finds me in time before I get smoked for committing these crimes. I know if I don't come up with a dough, my body will be thrown down a fucking ski slope or found afloat in a lake somewhere remote where nobody ever dares to go. Then he spoke, and out the darkness he approached. Young man, do you really take me for a joke? And before I could go, he raised his arm, put a metal to my head that felt ice cold. And that's when he proposed another chance. I sighed with relief, but before I glanced at the devil withdrew my dance, he looked at me with treachery instead of late advance. Edged to his coat and threw me a bone. To be to call the filth, I scrambled with hope. Before the last digit hit, the Glock clicked and blood was pouring from my chest and throat. One last click on my own blood, I choked as the silence was broke. I could see the smoke as the bullet traveled in slow motion, but the skin of my skull. I awoke, it was just a dream.
Mess with the hardest monsters, the cold-blooded monsters. They're eating ships and lobster while my life's on the line. Making aggressive statements, pointing their guns in faces in crowded, classy places while my life's on the line. Mess with the hardest monsters, the cold-blooded monsters. They're eating ships and lobster while my life's on the line. Making aggressive